What is up? What is happening, y'all? It's Thoughts of a Predicate Winner. Thank you for coming back on this beautiful Tom Tuesday. I am Nelson. If this is your first time here, the sole purpose of this channel is to react to, review, and break down music that pulls on your heartstrings, makes your soul bleed, or just drives you, motivates you, the underdog story. And in the midst of that, we react to a lot of Tom Macdonald. Shout out to the Hangover Gang one time, huh? What's good, y'all? Hope all is well with y'all. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to all the members. But I think I'm going to be able to make a triple whammy happen today. We're going to see. This is the deuce. This one is Tom Macdonald featuring Nova, and it is called Gang Gang, which I've been looking forward to this one for a while. This one has been heavily requested for quite some time. It's just I'm finally starting to get around to some of these that have been requested heavily for so long. There's just literally so many Tom Macdonald songs, not enough time. But I want y'all to understand something. If y'all subscribe to the channel, you're gonna see it eventually. You know what I mean? It's coming. It's difficult to get to everybody's requests all the time. I work 2 jobs, and this is something that I love. This is my passion. This is what I enjoy. And eventually it'll come, but there's a lot of his songs and there's a lot of requests outside of the Tom Macdonald joints. So that's why on Tom Tuesdays, I try to at least do a double wham or a triple. And I try to always get around to some Tom on Fridays as well. But I'm really excited about this one. A lot of people in the early days of my channel, the early days being 5 months ago, wanted me to react to this with my wife. My wife ain't camera ready yet. I do want, we got something planned. It's going to be for the members only, but just the process and what it is to be married to an addict, through the rough stages of being married to an addict to growing out of the stages of rough and into the stages of, you know, where we are today. We're very good at communicating with one another, and I would love to bring y'all that, but it's going to be a members only thing. She doesn't want to talk in front of thousands of people. She wants to talk in front of, you know, the crew, the members, the family. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I promise y'all that is coming. Just make sure to like and subscribe, and you'll be on top of all that information. And if you're not a member, go ahead and join, bro. We have a lit Discord. And we're planning new things every day. I'm in no rush. I want to say that before we even dig into this video. I want everybody to understand it. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush. I'm not rushing to do anything. This is a channel that, you know, the core is solid, and we have something special, and we're growing something special. I don't want it to ever be unnatural. Like, if I'm forcing reactions out, that's not natural. You understand what I'm saying? That's not fair to y'all. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to the future subscribers and the future members. So I want y'all to understand that I'm doing my best, and just be patient with us. You know, we ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna upload a video every day. There's gonna be Tom Tuesdays every week. There's gonna be Tom videos every Friday. And eventually we're going to run out, you know, so we'll get around to it. I promise. On the flip side of that, once we do run through all of these Tom songs that are on the list, I would like to get to the point where I bring them back and kind of break them down. So that's going to be an exciting time too. But enough rambling, man. If y'all are ready to get into this, let's get into it, man. This is Tom Macdonald and Nova, Gang Gang, and make sure to smash that like button and that sub button, and let's do it. Ooh, this one is on Nova's page. Shout out to Nova. All right, let's do it. Little Chia.
Bulletproof. On our way, we dropped the roof. Like we got it all to lose. I'm the one you told the truth to. You don't need me to hold you, so I just hold you down. I got a knife in my pocket. If they come up, try to rob us. Cause lately we out here flossing. You got me Gucci, they want it. I bet our exes are hating, man, let them make. I'm on the everybody, I'm feeling great. You're my best friend. You're my gang gang. We live on the west end. Become my friends from Central. That's my best friend.
I love it. I love this. This is cute. This is admirable. I think that it's dope that they have that type of friendship with each other. And I always preach to people, a lot of people rush into relationships, right? Like, you know, somebody that's broke up with somebody just recently and they're already trying to jump into a bag with another person. Those types of people are never going to find solidarity in their relationships. And I'm going to tell you why. Because real relationships come from the friendship aspect of it. And it's natural. It just grows into a relationship. That's what happened with me and my wife. Me and my wife hated each other. When I first moved to Savannah, she was the first person I met, ironically. And I remember she just had this stank look on her face about me. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, stank face you back, dog. You know, I don't care. And I just remember all the girls at the school that I went to, they were about it. But she was the only one that just wasn't about it. So I just always felt like she was stuck up. I was like, man, she's stuck up, bro. And, you know, a couple of years go by and we start talking on the phone just because I feel like when you go to a school that's small like we were going to, you know, it gets boring really fast. And I was only a part of this school for 3 months and I got kicked out. But I went to my grandparents at that point in time had me going to church there too. You got to remember, me and Lindsay met when we were young. We were 14 when we met. Started dating when we were 16. But that period of, you know, talking on the phone, becoming friends, going to the ice skating rink as friends. Now, I'm a guy, so you know what was on my mind. You know what I mean? But I still cherished the friendship. I was like, oh, this is cool. I guess it is what it is. But that just blossomed into something beautiful. And I think that even today, our relationship, our marriage is on solid ground based off of the friendship that we have with one another. She is my best friend. Nobody can take that spot. I'm her best friend. Nobody can take that spot. Now, with that being said, she needs a lady friend to call her best friend as well, right? So, like, if you're a woman, you need a woman friend, and if you're a man, you need a homie, you know. And we both have that. But at the end of the day, we know that we're the number one when it comes to dependability. Like, I know she's got me. She knows that I got her, and it's because of the trials, the tribulations, and all the tests that we've been through as a couple, and just our friendship with each other is the solid ground that makes us inseparable. So at the end of the day, you can never tear us apart. Our friendship is too solid. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this is dope to kind of give a head nod to that friendship aspect in the relationship that's oh so important. And that's why people that jump in one and out of one, or out of one back into one so quickly, they're just jumping into relationships trying to force something to work. You're missing the friendship aspect. You're unable to make it work because you don't have that friendship with each other. So you're not really gang. You're just trying to be submissive to somebody that you probably don't even rock with or that you don't even align with. So this is dope. I think this is hard. And I will say, though, bro, it's crazy that, you know, Danger was the first song I heard from them two together, I believe. It was at least one of the first ones. So my introduction to Tom and Nova as GFBF was rap. And all the stuff that I heard from Nova is rap, pretty much. All the stuff that I heard from Tom is rap. So it's wild to me when they get together, they do this 90s grungy punk rock poppy feel. But I like it. I like this. I didn't really much like the Wild Ones album, but this is dope. I think this is hard.
We out here like it's all for us, side by side on the tour bus, and blood and sweat and tears I trust. Life will be what we construct true. They all think they know you.
They don't know you.
They don't know. I'm not much of a lover, I'm more a tough mother. But when the rain pulls me under, you say and wait for the thunder. We've been through too much, so let it break. I won't be making the same mistakes. You're my best friend. You're my gang. He doesn't like Wu-Tang. It's going to California.
Let's go.
That's my best friend. That's my gang. I'm like,
This is a great hook, by the way. I love it, and I love the way that she's flowing when that pocket switches and she starts flowing, bro. That she is rapping. It's dope. I like it.
I hate them. She likes sing, sing, sing.
Them two are trouble, boy. Them two are trouble. I love it though. I think it's cute. That's my N word. That's funny. But they're trouble, and they know they're trouble. Let's go.
We get here.
We both are dead ends.
Now we were just.
You're my everything.
And you my everything. You my gang gang. I'd do anything for ya.
They're gonna last forever, and I can tell just by their sentiment for one another. And you got to think that the way that they're articulating is very well articulated, but when you have to articulate something, it's more difficult to put into words what you feel. So they feel 10 times stronger than what they're able to articulate, and that's saying something. So I got faith, all the faith in the world, that these two are gonna make it, and they're gonna be together until they die. And I'm telling y'all, as somebody that's in a successful marriage and been in a successful relationship for 2 decades, this is the way. Friendship has to be the core.
That's my best friend. That's my gang, gang, gang. I'm like, babe, I hate them. She likes sing, sing, sing.
That's my A1. We got a bang, bang, bang. Ever since day one, we've been gang, gang, gang.
We ain't doing drive-bys. Pull up like hi guys.
That's hard.
All we know is ride die, Gucci bags and bad vibes. We ain't doing drive-bys. We pull up like hi guys. All we know is ride die, Gucci bags and bad vibes.
Babe, why are you honking me?
Huh.
Babe.
Morning.
You're boring.
What's our
You've been boring. You always were boring. Nobody ever liked you.
Did shoulders
Look at
today.
that shoulder.
Yeah.
Sure you don't miss it, babe. Don't miss it.
I took some photos and
It's pretty big,
I'm
so
sure
it's hard
one's
to
gonna
get
get posted to Instagram here right away, so
Yeah,
nobody's gonna miss it. But that are you know how pretty you are.
You're stupid. And annoying.
What?
Don't, Thomas! Let me pass.
Thomas.
I like it better when I can barely hear you.
No!
Okay, I turned auto tune on.
I'm independent till I'm dead. I quit the music in the street. Did it sound really good? I thought it sounds so good in here,
No,
babe.
it's no good. Shooting my video, creating a red lens flare and zooming simultaneously. I wasn't lying. This is the entire team, nobody else. Oh, but don't bend over like that. You look fat.
What? It's your eyes.
That's funny.
doing?
I'm gonna kill you.
Mm.
What are you gonna do to me?
What?
You're always doing something to me.
What do you mean?
Are you gonna push me into that?
That's funny. That's funny. That's good, man. That's good. I thought that was great. That's cute. And it's a good example. It's actually a shining example of what it should be for you. Your goals should be to have a relationship like that, but it doesn't have to mirror it. Like, for instance, my relationship with my wife, we're not going to have little silly videos like that we do, right? Because we're not the silly type. but our relationship is threaded in our friendship. And I think that that's the goal. That's what your commonality should be. You should be searching for a companionship that you can really stand beside for the rest of your life. And you just make the choice. You make a decision under the will of God. You say, okay, you know what? I'm going to be with you for the rest of my life. And under that covenantal marriage, which I don't know if they're married. I don't think that they are. But if you do get married, and which I believe to be the right way, and under that covenantal promise to God, you make that choice. I'm going to stick by this companion for better or for worse, for real, for the rest of eternity. Because there's going to be tough steps, man. There's going to be, she's going to, I can't tell you how many times Lindsay has superseded me in maturity and like left me in my childhood. And I'm like, wait a minute, dog, what are you doing over there? I'm not trying to be mature right now. And then just different stages where I have leapt before her in spirituality, maybe. And I'm like, hey, catch up, dog. We up here with God. We doing godly things now. You know what I mean? So it's a constant growth pattern. But I think that as long as you're solidified in your companionship, I think too many times people just have the threat on their mind of losing that somebody. Man, I hope I don't lose her. Or I hope I don't lose him. That should never even be a thought process whenever you're talking about forever. It's not with me. There ain't nothing I could do that my wife would leave me. There's nothing that she could do where I would leave her. And those things that you're thinking about right now, like, oh, but if she did that, I still wouldn't leave her. But because of that solidified in friendship, I still won't leave you. I think it makes her even less inclined to do so. Because you want to cherish that person and you want to make them happy when your relationship is rooted in friendship and companionship. When it's really gang and it's do or die and it's ride or die. It's like, okay, well, if she's not feeling, I mean, let's be grown-ups for a second. Like, if your wife is at home and she is not happy in the bedroom, you need to do something to step up. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be an adult here and have an adult conversation. Step up. Do what you need to do to make it intriguing, make it interesting, make it fun, make it loving. Same with the ladies. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Men, if your wife wants to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom, if you really want to make your wife happy, figure it out, man. Figure out a way. You know what I mean? Even if you got to work sun up to sundown every day, try to figure that out. And I know it sounds like it's easier said than done, but that should be the constant drive behind everything that you do. And when it's the constant drive behind everything that you do, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. My wife, luckily, my wife works, and she doesn't have that need to be a stay-at-home mom. But I still would like that to be an option for her, right? So because I would like for that to be an option, I work super hard. I never stop, But when you work that way and you have kids, you also need a couple of days in the week just to make sure that your foundation as a father is still solid. So I have 2 days a week where I'm not bendable, I'm not shakeable, I'm not working, and I'll work a Saturday every now and then, but Sundays, the Lord's Day, the Sabbath, nah, I'm not working. And that's what my kids have come to expect. And I think that what we do works. But ultimately the theme here is that you need to be rooted in friendship and companionship in order for your relationship to really work and do what it's supposed to do. Because if you're rooted in companionship and friendship, you're going to be loyal, you're going to be respectable, you're going to be doing everything in your power to make sure that your best friend is happy. Because you want to be the happy best friend as well. And I think just as simplistic as that sounds, man, I think a lot of people just really miss that. I think they miss it. I think that they have an ideology or a goal in their mind of what this person is supposed to do for them. And when they don't do it, they just throw in the towel and give up. The way of America, right? Like, the way of the new generations is like, oh, well, if I'm not happy, then I'm not doing it. Throw in the towel. Give me somebody else. But the problem is that you're never willing to put in the work. You're never willing to put in the steps that it takes to really build a foundation that's strong. Pick something up, try it out, and put it down 2 minutes later. Who says that? Hobson? Quit putting it down. Quit putting it down. And I think that it's totally viable and a definite that you could have a relationship like this, but you ultimately have to start off just by making that choice. I ain't going nowhere. No matter how hard it gets, all we got to do is just make this decision. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's a simple decision, but it ain't easy to stick with it because you're going to have trials and tribulations your way. And you got to figure out a way to get over those things, man. Are you going to stick by your word or are you going to flake? And ultimately, that decides what kind of person you are. And if you're the type to flake and throw in the towel, then guess what? That's the type of person that you deserve. This was good. Good thought, intriguing music, man. Shout out to Nova. Shout out to Tom. Y'all are cute. Y'all are cute, and I love it. All right? Thank you guys, man. I will see you on the next one. Yeah, we're doing the triple threat, baby. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Tom Tuesday. Shout out to y'all. Like and subscribe if you're new. Peace.